like they've been painful the whole season. And all right, YouTube fam, welcome back to another week of Married at First Sight. We are still in season 11, and this episode was episode 14, Stranger Spouse. Once again, my name is Blythe.
And I'm Brandon, and if you haven't done so already, okay, make sure, take that time now, smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get post notifications so you know whenever we drop new content, okay? We are almost close to 1K. I think we're about 50 maybe subscribers out. We're this close, guys. Help us out if you haven't done so already. A lot of you watching are not subscribed to the channel. Help us make that final push to 1K so we can go ahead and hit that milestone and we can do the 1K giveaway, okay? Stay tuned for details on that. While you're at it, smash that like button. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying our content. They'll continue to push it out to more people. It'll help us grow as a channel. And the more we grow, the more we can bring more content to you guys, okay? Comment button. Hit the comment button. Hop in the comments, okay? We love to go back and forth with you guys in the comment section. We have interesting discussions, to say the least. So hop in the comments. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started.
Let's go. Christina and Henry. Christina and Henry, basically it just opened up where, Henry actually, he sat down and he talked with Woody.
Yep.
The restrictions were finally lifted for quarantine. And so they're all getting ready to go on a trip. But before they go, Woody pays Henry a visit.
Yeah.
And, it's just asking, how is marriage going? How are things going?
It was interesting. It was an interesting conversation, to say the least. Henry was just talking about how everything went down with the Christina from last episode where, she came with, the text saying that Henry is gay. It was interesting to me that that Henry brought it up to Woody and had a conversation about it.
True.
I'm just gonna be
different.
Honest. You know what I mean? That's just different. If for me,
for a lot of men,
I think most men, we not volunteering that information that, you know what I mean? There's one or two things that a man, if you want to hurt a man's pride, that you will say, and accusing him of being, something that he's not, as far as, his orientation is definitely one of them. So to this point in the show, Christina hasn't really brought, that allegation to the light. She hasn't said it. It's been all Henry. So I find that interesting. That's just me. I know some of our watchers don't agree with me in that regard. And it's okay. But that's just how I feel. I just don't feel like he moves like, someone who is interested in the opposite sex. But he brings that up to Woody. Woody's faces throughout this whole episode were everything.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
So some of the faces that he was making was hilarious, but yeah, they talked about it.
Maybe he thought Christina had talked to the girls into the men, and so he needed to bring it up. Maybe.
I'm really not sure.
Know. But true indeed, most men, they're not really gonna be, I don't know, maybe a close bestie, you might say. Oh, can't believe what this chick said about me. Maybe, but you're right. In general, most straight men, even down low men, you're not, I don't know, they're just not openly gonna be calmly speaking of a woman accusing of being gay. That is very odd, just how calm he was. Most men are just going to dispel that myth immediately. They're probably ignore it and not act like it never happened maybe. Or if it came up, there's going to be some emotion behind it where they're really feeling some kind of way. His calmness towards it was just pretty weird to me. I was like, I don't know. Like, that is very different. Number two, the fact he's still dealing with her. Like, she's asked several times, you know, why are we here? Do you want to give this up and stop? Most men accusing him of something like that, right? Like, I don't know. It's either going to like, okay, it's going to get physical and I'm going to let you know how I really feel. I may not like you, but don't come for me and call me gay. Or they probably just not going to deal with you no more, right? Like, he's still in it and it's just like, be done with it, call it quits. But then he's like still being calm and cool where it's like, what? Exactly. That is weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, if someone is accusing most guys of being gay and they're not, right. Like you said, one of two things is about to happen. Like, either, like you said, it's about to get, physical and not like...
Just to prove, like...
Just to prove. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that was the case, like, I'm talking about, you could almost be 300, 400 pounds. Like, you could be unattractive to me, whatever the case may be. You could be unattractive. You know what I mean? Like, I might have to just go ahead and prove it. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna just be like, look, straight up, like, I'm just not feeling you like that. Like, you not it. Like, no, this isn't working. This isn't it. So I don't understand why, if that is the case, if he's that not attracted to her,
right,
to where despite all 3-4 months,
right,
despite being locked up in a quarantine with nothing else to do, he still has not gotten intimate with her, then why are you still there?
Right. It's not like, oh, she just accused you of cheating. Like, she accused you of also being gay. Like, it's just like, most of the time, that's major. That's major to a straight man, okay? That's major even to a man trying to be on down low. Like, that's major. So, the fact that you was just, like, calmly handling and still dealing with her, like, I just thought it was weird. Like, he went on the trip, like, I don't know. Most people you're offended, you done. I'm not going to trip with them, or I'm not staying in the same cabin with them or something. Like,
that's it. So it,
and then they're still acting like they're going to keep going with it. It was just like, I don't know. Right? Isn't the contract obligations, man? I don't know. It's just
that's my only guess. But I'm like, well, Brett sure left, and I don't see Brett as the type that's going to leave some money on the table. So I would think
he wasn't even accused of that.
Exactly. So. For me, it's like, look, as a straight man, a significant other is going to have to be just extremely grotesque to me to not get physically intimate, just out of there's nothing else to do if nothing else.
I mean, that is literally his wife. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, that's my wife. So that person would have to, and Christina is not just grotesque. Like, she's not ugly. So... he, either he really, if y'all are saying that, you know what I mean, he is a regular guy, he must be super unattracted to Christina. That's the only possible scenario. And if that is the case, then he should leave. So either one of two things is true.
And she's brought it up several times. She's not even like crying to be like, just stay. She said several conversations, okay, are we done with it? We're going to let it go.
Either he's not interested in women or he is just there to get a check. One of those two things is true. Either way, you know what I mean? I have a problem with Henry, It's just, to me, the on-camera thing is what's a little... To me, it's just like, I don't understand. Like, you keep trying to hang on a relationship, and I don't understand. I don't even understand you being so calm with her accusing you of this. Like, I don't even get it. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. Is it the job, maybe? I gotta act a certain way. My career? Is it my family? What is it? But even though I feel like all those people would understand if you're like, don't call me that or I'm upset. I mean, it's just, maybe they're probably even questioning it. Like, you gonna sit there and let her say that? and Christina feels that way. Like, she kind of walked back what she said about the text and everything like that. And I don't know if the text was, legit or not, or if she did make it up. But the point is, that's how she feels. She thinks that he is not interested in women. So, and look, Christina, of course, she's not the perfect person, okay? No, she's not someone that, I don't think we would hang out with.
I mean, it's not even about that. It's just.
But it's not really.
What is the deal?
Yeah. That's just all it is to it. Like, this is her life. And that's where I empathize with her on that. Like I said, not perfect. Sure, some dishonesty. Sure. Nobody's perfect. But this is her life. She signed up for this show. This is a real marriage. She is contractually obligated to be with Henry. And if the things don't work out, she has to get lawyers involved and get a divorce and go through that whole process. So, am I happy about Henry, who doesn't seem to be interested in me, who doesn't seem to be able to have an interesting conversation, who doesn't seem to be putting in any effort towards the relationship? No, I'm not happy.
No, I wouldn't be happy with that.
Is Henry cool as a person, as an individual that you could hang out and go have a drink with? Sure.
Yeah, but we're talking about
we're talking about this is your spouse. This is you went through all this stuff and got on the show, told your family, they're probably thinking you're crazy, and they give you Henry. I understand her being frustrated.
Yeah, and then the fact that he just won't even let it go and be like, okay, let's just go ahead and call it quits. Like, and she's repeatedly like, what are we doing? Like, let's just, call it what it is and be real. And everybody else is saying it too now, remember? Because at the retreat, remember, they were like asking, how do you feel? Where are y'all at, like, in the relationship? And I feel like Christina was just trying to be nice and save a little face, because Henry, kind of dancing around, walking around the question a lot. Not really saying too much, but just still just kind of acting like they're gonna work it out or something.
Exactly, and Amani pointed it out. She called him out. She was like, nah. She asked him a question and he tries to deflect it to Christina. Like, dude, stop doing that. Answer questions. Tell us how you feel.
But then when she doesn't react right or say it right, oh, you see how bad Christina is?
Right. You know what I mean? If you constantly telling her that you're not feeling, you're not interested, she's not just going to be all fine and dandy about it. She's going to react.
Well, no woman would.
No woman will. Really? Like, we're used to that as straight men. I know.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It comes with it.
Right.
It just comes with it. But, yeah, Monica, she was like, no, I want you to answer. I'm tired of Henry, like, ducking the questions and, like, you know what I mean?
And
not
then,
keeping it real.
And then I feel like Christina was just trying to save face, like, I get, there's potential or whatever. And it was just like, I just felt like she was just trying to save face according to what he said, you know what I mean? Or whoever knows with the editing, what they're doing. But you remember what he just said in the end? He was just like, I don't understand what they're doing. Like, what is the point?
Right. Y'all clearly are not interested in each other. Why y'all? It just because it's probably awkward.
You remember even too, Bennett was even like, I don't even understand what Henry's saying.
Henry was just talking and it was just like, I don't really know what Henry's talking about. I just, but he was just smiling and nodding. And yeah, exactly. Nobody like Henry. What are you talking about? Why are you here? Like what? Because it doesn't seem like you are interested in Christina at all. And the reasons that you're giving, I'm sorry, they not good enough, y'all. I'm not feeling it. Like, just because there's some dishonesty, okay. Like, I don't know.
Who hasn't been dishonest? Get out of here.
Like,
get out of here, act like, please.
About what? Her living situation?
Please.
Okay, maybe she wasn't in a bad spot and, you know what I mean? She just met you. She just married you.
That's true.
Just married you, bro. Like, maybe she didn't feel comfortable saying, hey, I ain't really got a stable living situation right now.
Or you remember earlier on we had talked about, like, maybe she was, like, at her mom's or something, and that's kind of, maybe that's a privacy issue. Like, we don't know. Whatever. It's just, I don't know. Again, you don't even want her though, right? Right? You don't, so why you even care that deep? You don't even want her. Yeah. Why I gotta get deep with you? You don't even want me. You don't even want to get deep with me. What?
Yeah.
Ugh. Child, it's been painful the whole season. I'm not even gonna lie. It has been painful the whole season. And Olivia and Brett, they had their differences, but they weren't painful like the whole season. And even Brett just was kind of like, all right, chop it up, move it on, peace. Like, but Henry and Christina, like, they've been painful the whole season. And it's just like, here we are, still with it.
And all the other couples are tired of it. I guarantee they're like, dude, this is awkward. Like, why are y'all here? Y'all make the whole thing awkward. So, Henry and Christina at this point need to go the way of Brett and Olivia and just call it a wrap. Save yourself the hassle and the headache. Look into the contract. I'm sure you fulfilled more than 8 weeks.
Right.
I would think you probably fulfilled your contractual obligations to the show. And just go home. Save us all some time. These episodes are 2 hours. Okay? I was struggling last night trying to finish that episode. I'm on the couch. Like, just
last night's episode, it was a struggle for real.
You know what I
really
mean?
Was a struggle.
Like, in Married at First Sight, I don't know if these shows have to all be 2 hours.
That's
y'all
true.
be kind of dragging this thing
That's
out.
true.
Like, you could get us the information we need in probably an hour.
Yeah.
An hour and a half at most.
They was trying really hard.
They was really trying to drag that one out. Henry and Christina, please go home. Shorten the episodes to an hour, and we're gonna be good.
I agree. All right, well, that's it for Christina and Henry. All right, well, that's it for this video. Please, stay tuned, stay posted as we drop all the videos on the couples.
Absolutely, and again, if you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button. We are almost at 1K. When we hit 1K, we'll be doing the 1K giveaway, okay? So stay tuned for details on that. Smash the like button. That lets YouTube know that you're enjoying our content.
Yes.
Hop in the comments. Guys, let us know how you feel about this week's episode. Hop in there with us. And stay tuned. We're going to be doing The Bachelorette just started.
Yes.
We haven't really watched this show before, but so we're kind of hopping onto
It's
it.
been years for me, but yeah.
You used to watch it. I've never watched this mess. We started watching it the other night and it's a hot mess, so I'm interested in seeing how that's gonna go. So stay tuned. That's probably gonna drop Sunday, and we got some other shows coming soon. Other than that,
That's it.
that's it for this week, guys.